Hi, I'm Elsie Hedgespeth, Outreach and Wellness Manager for Urbana Park District, and I'm back for this Workout Wednesday segment to bring you a little cardio and core. I have a few tips before we get started because we will be planking a little bit throughout this workout. So for planking, if you find that doing a plank on the floor is really difficult or maybe strains your joints a little bit, my first tip would be to elevate your plank. So I've got a chair here off to the side. If you're going to set up to elevate your plank, you're going to place your hands on the edge of the chair. Make sure to stack your shoulders over your wrists. Brace the core, and then set up your plank like this. Okay, I'm still working the core quite a bit there, but it's a little bit more attainable for me because I basically brought the floor up to me. My second tip is if you are going to be doing a plank on the floor, and particularly an elbow plank, then please don't clasp your hands together like this, because in doing so, it automatically hunches your shoulders forward and puts a lot more strain on your neck, upper back, and shoulders. So rather than that, if you're going to be elbow planking on the floor, set your forearms up parallel to one another, okay, so that you can expand and open your shoulders, all right? So this is going to be a timed workout. I'm going to try my best to keep time for you, but we're going to be cycling through several different sets of cardio followed immediately by core, 30 seconds of each. But before we get started with that, let's go ahead and just do a quick warm-up. So we're going to do a few walkout burpees, slow time here. So let's inhale up. Exhale, bring it down to a squat. Hands come down, walk it out. Walk it in, inhale up, exhale, arms down. Again, inhale, exhale, walk it out, walk it in. Again, inhale and exhale. Walk it out, walk it in, inhale, exhale. Hands come down, walk it out, walk it in, inhale. Last one here, exhale. Hands come down, walk it out, walk it in, inhale, and exhale. So for our first set, we're going to be doing some lateral movement. And that's really important, actually, because so much of our day and our movement is spent moving just forward and backwards, okay? But we don't exist just in that plane of movement. We can move side to side too, but it just doesn't get worked as much. So it's really important to work and focus on some lateral movement within your workouts. So for 30 seconds, we're gonna be doing a shuffle hop. Now, I don't have much space here, but feel free to shuffle a little bit further than I do. So you're going to get down in an athletic stance, shuffle, hop. Land silently, as quietly as possible. Okay? If the hop is too much, you're going to shuffle, come up to the tiptoes, bring it right back down. Okay? Shuffle, tiptoes, right back down into that squat. Okay? So we've got 30 seconds. Ready, set, let's go for it. Again, as quiet as possible if you're incorporating that hop. Staying low in your squat for that shuffle. Good. Our core that we're going to be moving into in less than 15 seconds is going to be a turning plank. So we'll be setting up on hands or elbows. And stop. All right. So like I said, hands or elbows for this. And if you need to, you can drop to the knees. That's another way to modify the plank. And we're going to be turning the shoulders and the hips at the same time. To open up. To each side. So this particular exercise is a lot about bracing and control, all right? So it's okay to move slow on this one, all right? If you're going to be going on elbow plank, I just urge you to keep your hands in more of an equal sign, and that'll help you to open up to each side, okay? 30 seconds, getting set up, ready. Here we go. Hands under shoulders, twisting the hips and the shoulders at the same time. Bottom stays down. And again, if you're doing this on the knees, that's fine. You're still bracing the core, keeping the bottom down. All right, I'm gonna bring it back up. I'm not rushing through this. I'm bracing the core, trying to let it stay in control. And release. Good. So we're coming back up for set number 2. For this one, we've got 30 seconds of high knees. So if you're going for a lower impact option, it's just more like a march, okay? But marching as quickly as you can, because the object here is to keep the heart rate up. If you're coming with me for a higher impact option, knees come up as high as you can, back stays straight, and we're pumping those arms, okay? 30 seconds, ready, here we go. I don't know what's louder right now, my breathing or my feet pounding the floor, but you do want to try and land softly throughout this exercise. Still pumping the arms, helping me along with this movement. Almost there, you guys. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So our core for this one, we've got some bird dogs. So we're bringing it down to the ground. I'm going to show you diagonally. I apologize if I go out of frame here, but we're going to be setting up on hands and knees. So when you set up here, it's pretty imperative to make sure that your shoulders are directly above your wrists and hips are directly over your knees, okay? Flat back. Many people, when they're doing bird dogs, focus on lifting. And while that's great, we're really trying to use our core here to stay on balance. And so I like to focus on length. I like to focus on drawing my hand and then the opposite foot as though I'm trying to touch opposite walls. Okay, really lengthening and expanding my body. And then I draw it in and I bring it back out for that expansion, that reach, okay? So we're actually going to be doing 30 seconds on each side for this one. So we'll stay with right arm, left leg for 30 seconds, crunching and expanding, and then we'll switch. All right, ready? Here we go. Like I said, right arm, left leg, expanding and crunching. Good. Again, moving slowly on this one. This is about control. We're purposely setting our body off balance and then making our muscles and our core compensate. Good. Exhaling on that crunch. Good. We're going to stop and switch to the opposite side. So this time we've got left hand, right leg, same thing. Resetting if you need to, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. 30 more seconds. Here we go. Expand and crunch. Good. Can you reach for those opposite walls? Excellent. Less than 10 seconds here, guys. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and replace. Excellent. So for the next set, we've got some more lateral movement, okay? We're gonna be doing football shuffles. So that's quick feet. I'm down in an athletic stance. We'll go quick feet narrow, and then we'll take quick feet a little bit wider. Okay, I'll cue you, we'll transition from quick to wide, or sorry, from narrow to wide. Okay, we'll follow that up with a cross crawl mountain climber. So twisting a little bit, working the obliques. We've got 30 seconds of that football shuffle first though, okay? Ready, starting narrow, here we go. Narrow, quick feet, take it wide. Narrow, take it wide. Narrow, take it wide. Narrow, almost there, take it wide. Narrow, and take it wide. 3, 2, and you're done. Good. My dog was giving me the funniest look from the couch while I was doing that. So we're gonna set up for a cross crawl mountain climber. So for this one, we are down on the ground again. I do wanna reiterate, if you need to use that chair, use it, okay? If you need to elevate. But for this one, we're going to be up in a full arm plank. And we're basically in that plank going to be drawing opposite knee to opposite arm while we're in a mountain climber, okay? So I'm up, full mountain climber here, hands under shoulders. I take my feet a little bit wider apart to give myself a better base. And I'm crossing, trying to keep the bottom down. But you can see how I could easily do that up on a chair too, all right? So we've got 30 seconds, ready, set, let's go for it. Your pace here is up to you. I would rather see better control of the muscle movement here than a fast pace. Because if you're going at a fast pace but it's really sloppy, you're not getting the work that you need to be in your core. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we've got one more set of some cardio and core. So for this one, we are standing up again. We've already done high knees. Now we need to do the opposite of that. Okay, so we need to do some butt kicks. Lower impact version of that. We're gonna draw the shoulders back and we're just going to be kicking our bottom, or at least attempting to, okay? Higher impact version of that. Knees are pointed straight down. I'm pumping the arms. Okay? So those are your two options. After that, we're going to be coming down to the ground for some knee hugs. I apologize again if I go out of frame on this one, but we're on the back. This is gonna give upper and lower ab work on this one. You're going to extend. I've got my legs slightly raised. Hug it in. Extend, hug it in. So just kind of a baby crunch there, and I bring my knees in, all right? We've got 30 seconds of each, starting with those butt kicks. Ready, set, go for it. Again, knees pointed straight down. Good. Last little bit of cardio here, so give it what you got. Almost there, less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Finishing out here, 30 seconds of hugging the knees. So again, you're setting up, your bottom and lower back are what remain in contact with the floor. Otherwise, my legs are slightly lifted, shoulders are up, I extend and crunch it in. 30 seconds, here we go. Extend, crunch. Exhale as you crunch it in. Little baby crunch here. Good. This can, of course, be modified to keep the legs down on the ground. Almost there. and you're done. So for our cool down, I'm just going to take it over here and release back into a child's pose. So from hands and knees, press the bottom back in between the heels, outstretch the arms, forehead comes down to the ground. Just a few moments there and I can already feel my heart rate going down, my breathing returning to normal. It's a really great pose. We did a lot of core work today, so from here, placing the hands down, outstretching the legs, squeezing the glutes. We're going to press upward, stretching out the abs. It's important to squeeze your glutes on this one, protect the lower back. Okay, from here, push up to all fours again. Bring one leg through and then you can use that to help push yourself up to a standing position. Take the right leg out, toes up, hinging at the hips, flat back, leading with the chest. I'm stretching out my hamstring or the back of the leg. Good. Switching sides. Again, toes up, leading with the chest. Good. Rising back up, using the wall or a piece of furniture if you need to for balance, but we're going to keep the knee pointed down, reach for one set of shoelaces, pulling that heel up to your bottom, stretching out the quads in front. Good. Release and switch sides. Again, using the wall or a piece of furniture for balance, but you want that knee pointed down, bringing the heel up towards the bottom.